You guys, what's up? Today we'll be going over how to set up your diet for your cut that's coming up. I'm sure most of us are trying to get lean for the summer, right? So things we'll be going over today is, are you actually ready for a cut? Do you have good enough habits that's going to sustain you, right? Second thing we'll be doing is, are you willing to put in some effort? It's not just going to come easy, you know? And the third thing is, are you training hard enough? Don't just think about diet and cardio. Training is what's going to give you that look, right? And the thing after that, cardio. Are you doing too much cardio? Chill on the cardio, bro. And the last thing, are you willing to track your progress and how long did you do this cut for to get the results you want, okay? So let's get into it. First thing, what do I mean by are you ready for a cut? So what happens is a lot of us get into these phases where we do these random diets, these crazy fat burning workouts. We do a bunch of things to get certain results. And most of us, what happens is we lose a bunch of weight and then we just rebound back. So if you do that enough times, what's gonna happen is you're gonna develop not the best relationship with either dieting, eating food, or working out, cardio. You just have this weird relationship, right? So the first step I would take is make sure you have a good set of habits built overall, generally speaking, right? So a couple things I would like you to do is make sure you're already moving enough, right? 8 to 10,000 steps, get your sunlight in, especially the weather's getting blessed, so go for your daily walks. Second thing, try to uptake in your protein, right? So 0.8 to 1.2 grams, depending on how much protein you can have and how your digestion is, things like that. Third thing is your digestion. Make sure you're picking foods that digest well with you. Don't just eat these foods because, you know, someone online says to eat them. You know what I'm saying? So like when you eat a food, try to be mindful. It's like, yo, did that digest well for me, right? So improve your digestion, improve your movement overall. And the fourth thing I would say is make sure your stress management and sleep, they go hand in hand. They're pretty good. Because if you're already stressed out, you going into a deficit and trying to do a cut, it's not going to be the most ideal thing. You're just going to get more moodier and you're going to feel worse. When this whole thing, the whole trying to get jacked thing, we're trying to feel good, look jacked. You know what I'm saying? So first thing is build these habits, and this might take you 4 weeks, this might take you 16 weeks, but think long term, right? Short term discomfort, long term gains. Okay, so build those habits first, and we'll put all the habits on the screen right here. And the second thing, now this is where, like, you know, we want quick fixes. We want everything quick nowadays, right? But you have to put in effort. So the first thing I'm gonna say is track your macros. Tracking your calories is gonna give you so much more freedom in terms of, you know, what foods you're taking in, how your body's reacting to those foods, and then you're gonna find out, like, are you in a deficit or not? So I'm gonna lay down here like an estimated way you can calculate your macros and then find your calories that you need for your deficit. Okay, it's gonna be right on the screen here. And this is just an estimated amount. So everyone's different, everyone's lifestyle is different, everyone's habits are different, everyone's previous eating history is different, right? So take this number, okay? Track it, and then track your body weight, track your pictures alongside with it for 2 to 3 weeks, and then see how your cut's going. Are you dropping weight? Are you maintaining? Are you gaining? Right? So if you're dropping, wicked, stay at these calories. If you're not, maybe drop it by another 50 to 100. So now this is gonna be your calories that you want to cut in. You found your calories, you're tracking your pictures, you're tracking your body weight, tracking your waist measurement, wicked. So that's the effort part, okay? Now the third thing is training, okay? People usually relate getting cut to a bunch of cardio and just food. Yes, that stuff does help, but the training hard in the gym is what's gonna give you the look that you want to actually look jacked and look leaner. You know what I'm saying? So what I would do is be training in the gym 4 to 5 times a week, high volume sessions, you know, spend around 60 to 90 minutes, still focus on progressive overload. Don't just change up your workouts just because you're cutting. Keep the same workouts, don't change it up, keep focusing on progression. So don't change your training too much at all. There's another muscle gain video that I did, you can look at that to improve your training, okay? Now the fourth thing is, you don't gotta do a bunch of cardio. Start your cut off with just 2 to 3 sessions a week, 20 minutes in the Stairmaster, for example, or check out the cardio video that I did where I give you a bunch of different cardio options that you may enjoy more. Okay, so pick 2 to 3 things that you enjoy cardio-wise, 20 minutes session, 2 to 3 times a week, and then start off with that while being in a deficit. And again, like I mentioned, track your progress. So once you have the cardio set, you have your training set, you have your diet set, that's a time game. You gotta be patient with it, right? So that's where tracking your progress kicks in. If you're not losing like the ideal amount, like, you know, 0.5 to 2 pounds a week, Maybe lower the calories or add a little bit of cardio and then keep tracking. You're gonna do this now for 12 to 16 weeks. I say this because if you do it longer than that, there's some studies out there, your metabolism gets a little slower, all this adaptations take place. Plus, like mentally, you need a break. If you go ham for that long, what's gonna happen is you're gonna start binging, right? So after 12 to 16 weeks, see how your progress is. Hopefully you're happy with it. Now take a little break for 6 to 10 weeks. Maybe enjoy the summer a little bit and then hop on the diet again if you still got a cut more. Usually what I do is, every year, maybe 8 to 12 weeks, I do a cut and then bulk basically for the rest of the year. Maybe I'll take 1 month here when I'm traveling or stuff where I maintain a little bit. Okay, so I know we talked about a lot of things today, so I'll try to make it a little summary for you. Be in a deficit, okay? After you build some nice habits, add some cardio in and focus on training. If you're doing those 3 things consistently and tracking your progress, you should be able to get pretty cut. And hope that helped. Any questions, you let me know. Put it in the comments below. If you need any clarification, I'll be happy to help. But yeah, hopefully I see some jacked bodies on the beach this summer. Take it easy.